Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes.
Ah, I see the sun burning down all
Hot
over my
outs-
body.
Yes.
It's too hot for me and
And-
my buddy. Yeah,
Yes.
my David Gordon's here.
Alrighty.
What a hot
Hot
world. Monday. Yeah, I am here this morning with the David Gordon.
Good morning, Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. He's got on a bow tie with squares because he's square. Because he's square.
I'm
That's
a
why he's got it
square.
on.
That's right.
Yeah. We are happy this morning. I want to tell you something. I went to the Pride Parade over the weekend and I twirled my baton for 2 miles straight.
Oh my
It's up to
goodness.
almost 80,000 views.
Whoa.
Yes, if you want to
Whoa,
see
that
me
is
twirling that
terrific.
baton, go to Instagram. You're going to be hysterical. Go to Instagram and go to the Maria Pappas. The Maria Pappas. You're going to see me twirling that baton and having a great time. I had the
Alrighty.
best time. I love twirling. I twirled for 2 miles straight. I went home. I was down 2 pounds. It was just water. I ate a salad. I went back up 2 pounds. So it is what it is. What can I do about that? Yeah.
That's right.
So listen up here. We need you to understand the following. Do not, DONOT, don't come to my office. Yes, don't come down there. You don't want to come down there on a bus or a train or in a car and have to pay $40 to park. Listen,
Tell me about
your
it.
tax bill, you're not going to get it until September 1st. You're not going to get it until September 1st, and it's not payable until October 1st. Get it? It is not due. Your tax bill is not going to get to you, and it is not due on August 1st. You will get it on or around September 1st, payable October 1st. Now,
Very good.
very good. So, cookcountytreasurer.com. cookcountytreasurer.com.
Yes.
cookcountytreasurer.com. Say here, yeah, David's holding it up. I'm going to hold it up. You see this? See that? You go there. See this little purple box here? Yeah, you can follow us on FaceTime Live right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. That little purple box says your property tax overview. You're going to put your address in there. You're going to put your address in there, and it will tell you and give you a copy of your tax bill before you get it in the mail. How about that?
Very good.
You can go online and download it. Now, listen, this is really, 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 really important. Find out if she's got someone online. This is really, really important. You can download it online. But listen, when you download it or when you get it in the mail, when you get it in the mail, you need to look at the sections that says exemptions. That's why we do the show.
Yes.
You need to see if you're getting your homeowner, your senior, and your senior freeze exemptions. Yeah?
Yes.
We need to know. We need to know. You need to know. cookcountytreasurer.com. Put in your address. Do not put in north, south, east, or west. We've got somebody on the line. Let's get them on the line. Who do we got on the line here? Hello.
Hello,
Yes. Is this Valerie or Kenya?
this is Valerie.
Hey, Valerie,
Good
how are
morning.
you?
I'm fine. Nice to meet you, Miss Pappas.
Well, I got to tell you something. You just want to show Melodies Vancouver that this radio show's working because you found out you get all this money coming back because you called WVON, and that number is 773-591-1690. You can call in right now to see if you got some of this 138 million coming back. Valerie, when did
boy.
you call us?
I called this morning, but I've been calling over a period of time.
Good. And has anybody told you how much you're getting?
No one has told me how much I'm getting.
I'm going to tell you this morning with the David Gordon this morning.
All right, Miss Flemings.
Yeah. So you are a very, very interesting case because
Okay.
you're very interesting, Valerie. I don't know what's going on with you, but you've got a refund because you double paid in 2021. You've got a disabled exemption that you never applied for 3 years. And you've got a senior freeze that you didn't apply for 3 years. So you are the perfect example for WVON.
Yes.
Here's a person, a senior citizen, who's just missing everything. Everything you're missing. And that's not good. So, what we do on this program is try to help people. And you are the perfect example of somebody we're trying to help out there on South Cornell. What's it like on South Cornell today?
It's hot.
You got an air conditioner?
We do.
Uh-huh.
Thank goodness.
Well, praise God.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people have them, but is yours working?
Absolutely, it's working.
You going to stay in all day?
Yes, I am.
All right. Who's disabled in this family? You or somebody else living there?
I am.
Uh-huh. What kind of disability do you have? Now listen up.
I have musculoskeletal disabilities. It's mobility issues, in other words, difficult to get around. And then I had a total hip surgery maybe about a year ago. So
Good
it's
luck.
still kind of difficult navigating through.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
not as easy as they say it is. They always say it's easy, but it has not been easy for me.
They talk about those hip surgeries and say, oh, you're welcome within 2 days. You know, I had a knee surgery 3 years ago and it still isn't right.
Hmm.
So that's all
Okay.
bunk. You know what? Once
Yeah.
they start putting all these weird parts inside of your real
Yeah.
body and they say, oh, you're going to be okay, nonsense. Unless it's
Yeah.
your real muscles and your real ligaments and your real tendons,
Yes.
and they start putting oxinium and titanium and the rest of the stuff in your body.
Screws and everything
Lots of
else.
bunk, right,
Yes.
Valerie?
Absolutely.
Can't you tell that there's something weird inside your body?
Yes, I can. But I will say this. They told me, which I doubted profusely. They said as soon as you get the hip, the pain will go away. And I didn't get it, but they were absolutely right on that count.
The pain's gone?
The pain is gone completely. Well, because the defective hip is gone.
But can you walk?
Not like I want to. I can't rotate like I want to. I can't move freely like I want to.
Uh-huh.
Because the whole body swivels with the hips. You turn around and you twist, but
Uh-huh.
it has not been easy for me.
I was reading online that there's that Germany, it's not approved here in the United States, has come up with some sort of stem cell shots to cure people so they don't have to have knee and hip replacements. And you know
Wow.
what? I'm sorry I had these 2 knee replacements. I wish I had gone to Germany and tried it. I'd have tried anything to avoid surgery.
I
You know,
what
because after you
mean.
come out of that surgery, it messes up your brain. You know what? Don't you think? Being under surgery all that time, doing all those
Yeah.
anesthetics and all those pills, all that stuff. All that,
Yes.
it's
I don't
like
know,
takes,
but you move pretty good. I've seen you move, and I said, I would never know.
that's because I force myself to move. I work out 2 hours a day.
Very
Oh, that's
good.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if I'm not jumping up and down on the elliptical, I'm on the roller. I got one of these machines. You know what a power plate is?
No, I don't.
Well, you ought to try it. So you get on this power plate. Not if you're on blood thinners, but you get on this power plate and it vibrates. It just shakes and shakes and shakes. And what it does is it forces you to tighten your muscles. It forces you to tighten your muscles.
Hmm.
And I get on that every day. So I lift weights on it. I do push-ups on it. And they say that if you go to a gym and you just lift weights, this is 10 times more effective because when you lift weights on this, it forces you to contract your muscles.
Hmm.
Wow.
So that power plate, I was on it this morning for over an hour. And I got to tell you one other thing. When you get older, it's all about your balance. So I
Yes.
see how long I can stand on the power plate on one foot without falling off.
Wow.
Hmm.
How about that? And it's shaking the whole time.
That is terrific.
How about it? You
Yeah.
must have excellent balance.
Well, you know what? You do and you don't. About
Okay.
2 months ago, I was out of the country and I took a fall on a marble step. But
I'm
you know
sorry
what?
to hear that.
Yeah, I was very lucky. I didn't break anything, and I was up in the mountains and there was no hospital there too. But you know what? I was bruised for a little while, but I think that the reason I didn't hurt myself is because I sort of landed into like an upward dog yoga pose and I survived the fall. But you know what? If you don't know yoga, I could have broken my neck and my nose and my arm and my ankle. So
Hmm.
tell me, Valerie, you're going to get in 2021, believe it or not, our computer can tell you You shut the door. Our computer can tell you
Shut the door.
that you overpaid. So in 2021, you overpaid on your taxes by $12.06. $12.06. And then in 2022, you had a senior freeze and a disabled exemption, both totaling $281.40. In 2023, you missed the disabled exemption, $140.41. In 2024, you missed the senior freeze and the disabled exemption for $265.56. In 2025, you missed the senior freeze and the disabled exemption for $250. You are getting back $937.37.
Hey.
How about that?
Ooh. Thank you.
All right.
Wow.
How about that? Yeah.
That is wonderful.
And it's tax free. You don't have to pay
Tax-
any taxes on that.
Isn't that wonderful?
That goes right into your pocket. Now, listen to me. You've got to apply for that senior freeze every year. And next year, it's going to go from 65,000 up to 75,000. So make
Okay.
sure that you get your papers in. Now, if you don't know how to do it, you call WVON back or call 312-443-5100, 312-443-5100, and we will have somebody help you fill them out. How's that?
That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have somebody. So tell me something. You telling me here you got a husband, right?
No,
Huh. Well, I thought maybe he was disabled. So,
no.
okay, good. No husband. We don't have to worry about that. You know, people complaining and yelling and hollering and screaming, right? You're pretty good. Yeah. Any kids?
No kids.
Never married?
Never married.
You ain't missed a thing. Ask David Gordon.
No, you're not missing anything.
You ain't missed
Oh,
nothing trying to
boy.
raise kids in this mess. Yeah.
Oh,
What kind of work did
Oh.
you do?
I was actually a Chicago public school teacher.
Lordy, lordy, lordy. I bet you've got some stories and you could write a book.
Well, absolutely.
All right, let's try and be positive here on WVON. Let's not be negative. Let's not trash
Yeah.
anybody. Tell me
Oh,
one
no.
good story from when you were a teacher at CPS.
I think just reaching the children, and then I went to a shopping mall, and I had a kid to come up and, he bum rushed me and he hugged me, so I didn't know who he was. But he began saying, "Thank you, Miss Flemings. You changed my life. You turned
Oh,
around." Because, I always taught life lessons. And it's not going to be this way when you get out of high school.
wait a second. You got to explain that. What's life lessons class?
Well, you can't get up when you want to get up. If someone asks you to do something, you can't just walk very slow. Do. Can't do that. You have to follow instructions, follow rules. That was something I taught my kids all the time. You have to follow the rules. And if you can follow the rules in your house and in school, you can follow rules anywhere. So he comes up to me, bum rushing me and telling me how I had changed his life, and he had run into some hard times, but he remembered some of the things that I told him and others, and he was able to turn his life around. So I was glad to hear that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what, Valerie? It sounds like what they didn't get in the house, they got from you.
Home training 101.
Home training. What is wrong that these kids aren't learning this stuff in the house? How do you explain this?
Well, it could be a variety of things. It could be breaking down in the family structure. There's no mom, there's no dad in some cases. And sometimes a grandmother or an aunt is raising the children. But I tell them, they say, well, I didn't have a father, I didn't have a mother. I said, but didn't you have a grandmother who taught you, who showed you the way, who walked up right before you? Didn't you have? Yes, I did. I said, well, you don't come to school stinking. I said, you're not missing any meals. So she must be making an impact. So, no excuses. we don't have any excuses because there's always someone that you can touch and that you can be a role model for, even if you're 89, even if you're 90. If you're trying to teach somebody something good, and we teach by example, not only by words, but by example.
Was there a syllabus for this class? Like, a manual?
There was no manual. Well, we had television and radio manuals, of course.
No, but you're going to teach life lessons. So it's for one semester, right?
Yes.
How do you know what to teach on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday? How do you know what to do?
Well, I do have lesson plans. I did have lesson plans in place, but let's just take, for example, and sometimes, some kids will come in stinking. And I would say stinking.
Smelly.
I
got that problem in the office.
Yeah.
I won't tell you who, but I think they forget the shower every day. Yeah. And David knows who they are too.
Yes.
Yeah. I addressed the issue publicly. I didn't pull anybody out.
What'd you say?
It changed. Yeah, I said it's too much soap and water for us to come in smelling like this. I said, you smell like a Jewtown Polish. Come on. And I love Jewtown Polishes. But, we don't want to come into a room smelling like all kinds of onions and mustard.
And so would you say
Very
it to a
good.
particular person or to the whole class?
The whole class.
And everybody
That's
knew
me.
who you were talking about.
Well, the kids would say, Miss Flemings, you got to do something. You got to say something.
And then
I
the kid that you were addressing the next day, did he come in not smelling like a Polish?
Exactly. He did not. That issue changed almost immediately.
So it was the fact that you cared enough about him to tell him that he was stinky, that he said, oh, well, if she cares, then I'm going to straighten it up.
Home training 101.
Wow.
All righty.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Polish and grilled onions, huh?
And
What do you do with somebody who's in class and they're constantly sneezing and burping? What do you do with them? What do you tell them?
I would ask them, are you okay? Do you need to go out and get a ginger ale? I can buy you a ginger ale. Is your stomach upset? Sneezing? We can send you to see the nurse if it's something medical.
So you were smart. You didn't make it sound like they were doing anything bad. You offered assistance on the issue that they had instead of discouraging them. That's pretty smart, Valerie. I wish I'd had you as a teacher.
Well, thank you, and absolutely.
Definitely.
But it wasn't always fun.
Well, what wasn't fun about it?
Well, because the kids are a bunch of wiseacres. They have an answer for everything. And
They got a mouth on them,
Oh my goodness.
and
So
it
did
never
I.
leaves them.
Do you remember Sophia Petrillo on the Golden Girls?
Yes, I love Sophia.
She had a smart answer for everything.
Yes.
And the kids would tell me, you always got something to say. I said, yes, I do. I'm the teacher. That's why they hired me.
Who was the cutest kid you ever met?
Oh, let me see. I had a young lady who came in faithfully every day. We used to do a morning broadcast throughout the school radio, and we had news, weather, and a section up and around Dunbar. And
Wow.
she was the sweetest kid, and she needed a lot of work, but she was faithful. She was there on time. She gave it her best shot all the time. She was not perfect, but she hung in there and she tried.
Did she
And
improve over time?
Yes, she did improve over time.
So what you
But
liked
then you
about
had
her
some-
was that she gave it her best and she kept improving.
Yes, and she was very respectful. Very respectful.
What kind of
If
family
I
did
did-
she come from?
I think she came from a single parent home, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh. So you picked up on the
And-
discouragement. What are you going to do with this $937.37, Valerie?
Yes.
I am going to pay some bills.
The standard WVON
The
answer. Then they're
standard,
going to Red
yes.
Lobster, and then you're going on a vacation. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Where are you going to
The
eat?
man said,
Where are you
my
going to eat?
bills are so big, they're called Williams. Okay.
Where are you going to eat?
I don't know. I like that. What chili? I like chili.
Chili's?
Chili's.
Yes.
You like chilies. Okay.
Chili's, the restaurant chilies.
What do they have? I've never heard of it.
I like those ribs they have,
Rib.
and they've got some good chicken fingers,
Nice.
and they've got an excellent salad.
All
I
right.
love
So we
chili.
knocked that off the list. Do you have any money left? Where are you going on vacation?
It'll probably be to Mississippi to visit my sister.
Oh,
Really? How old is she?
She's 1 year older than me.
Isn't that
We're
wonderful?
stair-step girls.
Oh, that's wonderful.
How many brothers and sisters you have?
I have one brother and 4 sisters.
Lordy. So you didn't need a husband or any kids.
Well, I helped raise my sister's kids,
Oh.
so I've had enough.
Where are they? Where are they?
They're with their mom,
In what city?
Chicago.
Oh, did they come
Yeah.
by to see you?
Absolutely.
So you're like
All
the
the
surrogate
time.
mother. You're probably more
Yes.
of a mother than she was, huh?
Well, yes, I
Oh,
was.
What are they doing with themselves now?
Well, some are in school, some working with trucking, and one is working at the hospital. Another is working on the Navy Pier down at the boat, and also a part-time security guard.
Because you were
So they're
giving them
finding their
life
way.
lessons. You were giving them
You
life
sure
lessons
was.
outside the classroom at Dunbar, and they came out well. None of them
Yeah.
on drugs. Nobody's vaping. Nobody's drinking.
Oh, my
Everybody's
goodness.
a normal citizen.
Yes.
Yes.
How about
Proud of
that,
you.
Chicago? Hey,
You can
call
pat
Valerie. There's
yourself
some
on the
normal
back.
people out on South Cornell. How about
Yes,
that?
thank you.
Yes.
Well,
Thank
we
you.
want to thank you for coming on.
Yes.
We want to remind people to call 773-591-1690. This is WVON. And we are happy to let you know that taxes will not be due and payable until October 1st. Valerie, don't forget that you've got to apply for your senior freeze and your disabled exemption every year. So
Okay.
you
Yes.
call
Very good.
Oh,
Now,
either
when do I get this money? Where do I get it? When do I get it, and where do I get it?
David Gordon is going to call you. We've got your number. He's going to call
Yes.
you after the show to tell you as soon as Tyler Technology cleans up their acts, we're going to get out the check to you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And you know what? If you run for mayor, you got my vote, Miss Pappas.
I am going to run, but I'm not going to give up this WVON radio show. So I'm not
Good
going to
for you.
announce until
Good for you.
later on. I think it's more important to keep giving people their money back than for me to go out there and announce like some
Yes.
crazy banshee. I'm running for mayor. I'm running for mayor. Yeah, I'm running, but I ain't announcing yet because I want to keep doing good things for people on WVON. I love you guys, and we will be talking to you soon. Have a great 4th
Love
of
you, Miss
July.
Flemings. Enjoyed you
Stay-
today.
Yeah, Miss Flemings, you're the best. Yeah, and a great teacher. Yeah. And stay out of the way of those kids running around under Wacker Drive, setting off firecrackers and the rest of the crazy.
Oh, my
ma'am.
Yeah.
goodness.
They were
Wow.
not in Valerie's class. They were not in Valerie's
They weren't
class.
in Valerie.
I'm
Valerie,
gonna
what's
send
the
'em to
matter
your
with
class.
You should have had them in your class.
You should have an adult class for people.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. We love you. Take care of yourself, Valerie.
You're
And
welcome.
enjoy those ribs at Chili's.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Chili's.
Enjoy.
All right. See you soon.
Bright skies as temperatures climb into the 90s on this muggy Monday, June 29th.